Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've ever wondered how modern creators are scaling their content so incredibly efficiently these days, well, you're exactly where you need to be. Today, we're tearing down the mechanics of the ultimate content scaling workflow, powered by the multimedia content translation and scripting suite. We're going to look at the exact inputs, the massive outputs, and a pretty wild bypass that exists for one specific niche. By the end of this explainer, the way you look at content generation, yeah, it's going to fundamentally change. Okay, let's dive right into this. How do you actually turn one single video into a full-blown production package? You know the struggle. Traditionally, manual creation is a massive bottleneck. You've got a single piece of media, and turning that into scripts, storyboards, and publishing data, it takes teams, it takes hours, and let's be honest, endless formatting. But this suite, it completely solves that through shared leverage. We're talking about taking just a singular spark of content and letting this system completely automate the heavy lifting, giving you massive leverage over your entire production workflow. So, where does this transformation actually begin? Well, the first logical step in our arc is feeding the AI engine. And for this, I want you to picture yourself as the director calling action on the whole operation. As the director, your only real job is to provide that initial spark. You don't have to write the script, you don't have to painstakingly draw out a storyboard, and you certainly don't have to guess at SEO tags. Your job is literally just to give the engine the raw material it needs to understand your vision. And to feed this engine, you've got some incredible flexibility with 4 distinct starting points. Number 1, you can provide the video transcript or subtitles. Number 2, grab some screenshots of key scenes. Number 3, you can simply write up a quick summary of the video, detailing the topic, the length, and the style you're going for. Or, number 4, just upload the video file directly into the suite. You aren't locked into one single method. You just pick whichever input fits the assets you actually have on hand right now. But while you do have those 4 choices, I've got to point out that they aren't all created equal. Providing the video transcript or subtitles is specifically designated as the absolute best option. Why is that? Well, when you give it the actual spoken word, the exact text of the content, the AI engine has the absolute most precise, unambiguous data possible to build your final package. It's not guessing. So if you want the absolute best results from this suite, text is king. Give it the transcript.
All right, so now that you, the director, have fed the engine, what actually happens next? This is where we get to see the sheer power of multiplier leverage. You go from those minimal inputs, maybe just dropping in a transcript or a quick file upload, to an enormous 8-part payload of deliverables. The engine processes your single input and spits out a complete production package that covers absolutely every angle of the content creation lifecycle. It's basically doing the work of an entire production team in a fraction of the time.
Let's break down that output, starting with the creative assets. First up, the engine generates a full AI voiceover script. Next, you get a scene-by-scene storyboard to visually map out that script. But check this out, it doesn't stop at just text and outlines. It actually generates these specific AI image prompts you'll need, and even more impressively, highly specific AI video prompts tailored for the absolute cutting-edge tools out there today. I'm talking prompts perfectly formatted for VO, Runway, Kling, and Pika. You aren't just getting a script, you are getting the exact instructions needed to command today's most powerful AI video generators. It's wild. But listen, a production package isn't truly complete if nobody can actually find your content, right? That's where the second half of this system swoops in, handling all your SEO and publishing metadata. The engine generates an optimized YouTube title, a full SEO description to help the algorithm really understand your content, all the necessary tags and hashtags, and even the high-converting thumbnail text to slap right on your graphic. It beautifully bridges the gap between creation and distribution, taking you right up to the finish line with everything you need to actually hit publish. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that there is a fascinating exception to the rules we just laid out. Everything we've discussed so far relies on you having a source video or a transcript to feed the engine. But if you happen to operate in the business and finance niche, well, the suite has a built-in fast track that fundamentally alters that entire workflow we just walked through. Notice the stark difference in the workflows here. In the standard model, the suite requires some form of an input video, whether that's the file, the transcript, the screenshots, just to generate your complete output package. But compare that to the business finance workflow. It requires absolutely no source video at all. None. It totally bypasses the raw material phase. It requires only a single topic from you, and from just that topic alone, the engine will generate a completely original 5 to 10-minute script. It's a massive shortcut, taking you straight from a simple concept to an original long-form script. So what actually activates this incredible feature? Well, you simply feed the engine a fundamental concept. I'm talking topics like cash flow, financial statements, budgeting, investing, or even something broad like business finance for beginners. By using those, it completely skips the transcription phase and instantly starts writing that completely original 5 to 10-minute script from scratch. If you're creating educational content in the financial sector, this is an absolutely crucial, incredibly powerful tool to have in your arsenal.
So we've seen how to feed the engine, we've unpacked that comprehensive 8-part production package it spits out, everything from runway prompts to SEO tags, and we've discovered that incredible fast-track bypass for business finance. You now understand the mechanics of this ultimate content scaling workflow. So I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought. As the director of your own content, wielding all of this massive leverage right at your fingertips, what topic or video are you going to feed the suite first? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I seriously cannot wait to see what you create.